Good morning, people. Hello, people. Welcome to Tom's Charts. It's a bit later than what it normally does on a Monday morning, but we travelled back yesterday from Surin through the bank holiday traffic, weaved our way through, had no issues whatsoever, and we're all safely home. And it was all good fun. So, got the charts and the pictures and been really busy putting this together, to be honest with you. And so we're going to start off with the show. So here we go. So this week's show is like pictures of the week. This shows pictures of the week, climate, markets, BTC, precious metals, news as normal. And it's the Gary and Tom's Restaurant Isan tour. Nacho House on Tuesday. Look forward to seeing all the guys on Tuesday at Nacho House. Now reached 2,040 subs. Thank you very much for all those people who ever liked, thanked the channel. Thank everybody on that. Big, massive, I don't know what's happened, but you kind of go past 1,000 subs and it really grows really quickly. So it took me 2 years to get 1,000 subs. And then I got the second 1,000 subs in like 3 months. There you go. But I didn't buy any like some. So there you go. Right, here we go. So this is the charts. This is the pictures of the week. So as normal. So you can see how life is. This is Gary and me. Prior went up to Isan by taxi because it was cheaper to send her by taxi than what it was for me a driver. So she went up there by a large SUV, took loads of stuff up there for the family, and that only cost like $3,500 baht. And our first night was in Nakhon Sawan. It's the place to go. And this map here, you can always copy it and keep it, because if you go to these places, you will not be disappointed. So we stayed at the Hop Inn, which is central to town. It's got a fantastic park, which is kept to a very, very good standard. And that S Cafe and Bistro is excellent. The food in there, drink in there, atmosphere, ambience, unbelievable. I will do some videos on it, but I tell you, I think I've already done a video on this. Very good. And then we went into Please later after a walk around the park, because I've done over 1,000 steps this day, 9,000 steps rather. After that, we went into Please Me Coffee. It was a new coffee house. Very, very nice, very pleasant. It was fantastic. Highly recommended. This is Gary looking very, very happy. I think that's a classic picture of Gary. He's having his soup here. This is when we're in the S Bistro, and this was his drink. Marvellous. I had this, which was like a rat patai with prawns, and I had some chicken wings. So very happy with that. That whole meal was less than 500 baht. It was like crazy. So these are not patio prices. And then on our tour to Pitsamalok, me and Gary stopped off at the Tesco Lotus for a nice coffee. They wasn't used to seeing Phayun in here, but it was really funny. We had a great experience in there. Great coffee. That was the best coffee I had all tour. The lady who served us, she was a superstar. This is Pitsamalok, and in Pitsamalok, we stayed at the Fasil Hotel Resort, which was absolutely marvellous. We went to the Vietnamese house for lunch, and then for tea, we went to the Penang steakhouse and fusion food. And after that, because we were so full, me and Gary, because we normally only eat once a day, but we ate twice this day, we ended up going to the Green Massage. This place, the professional massage, no mucking around. It was unbelievable. Highly recommended. We had a great time there. This was the hotel in Pitsamalok. This was our Vietnamese food. Oh, and who did we bump into? Steve from Valley View Restaurant. He was up there visiting family. So it shows you what a small world it is. We had a great time there. This was in the Penang Steakhouse. I had a burger, which was excellent, and I had that with a truffle sauce and French fries. Me and Gary, as you can see, I'm always looking like a Cheshire cat if you put food in front of me. So the food was marvellous. And then Gary also had a burger as well. We both had burgers. This was the green massage, totally professional. I decided to have a pedicure and a manicure and a foot massage. So we was in there for a few hours. It was quite relaxing. But we'd driven quite a long way by now. By now, we'd driven like about 600 kilometres. So we was both quite tired over 2 days. So we decided to have a little bit of pampering. And after that, we went to Khon Kaen. This hotel here is in Buriram. We went to Khon Kaen, and on the way, we picked up Anna and Pry. We went into this London burger place in Buriram. Very nice. If you ever go there, I had a burger there. Just ask them for no sauce, because they put sauce on the side of their plates. You definitely don't need sauce on their burgers. It was okay, but a lot of Tim recommended it, so we popped in there. This was the hotel in Buriram. Bit of a tight squeeze from me, Pry, and Anna. Anna and Pry was on one bed, and you can imagine me, the fat bastard, I was on the other. This is what I mean. So this was the burger. You can see the burger, the juice is coming out of it already, and there's already 3 bowls of sauces. You know, there's a lot of sauce. And then the missus had the like red curry shrimp noodles. We visited Tim in Udon Thani, Tim and Juan. Lovely people. This was his house. Fantastic. I've done drone footage of his house. That should come out in the next few days. That was amazing. Tim and Juan, they were great hosts to us. Really great hosts. And they took us to the little restaurant about 100 meters away from where they live. And this is the restaurant. And this would just blow you away. This restaurant was amazing. This was like one of the best restaurants I've been in Thailand. So me and Gary, we're just really good at finding good restaurants, unlike some. In there, this was our dessert, mixed fruit dessert, come ice cream. And this is what Gary had. Gary had the prawns and the garlic prawns. When Gary had that, I knew I'd made the wrong move. I should have ate that. Sometimes you sit down in a restaurant and somebody has a tenderloin steak and you have a burger and you think, wrong move. That was the wrong move for me. Well done, Gary, for choosing that. So this was the smoothies. The smoothies were brilliant. This was inside the tea room, and this is me with a lattes with a pineapple smoothie, which was absolutely amazing. I think Dave from Thailand's been here. Hi, Dave. It's really hard to follow the chat while I'm doing this bit, but hi, everybody. Dave, I'll be finished before your show starts. That's why I've started 10 minutes early. This is the lovely Tim, the lovely Wam. His songgraphs were all wearing nutty shirts. This is Tim's gaming setup. I won't tell you how much it costs because I don't think one knows, but that is not cheap. That is not a cheap setup, guys. That is a proper simulator for a race car. Amazing. This is Khon Kaen. We stayed in the Khon Kaen. The Khon Kaen Hotel, the Pitsamalok Hotel, and the Hop Inn in Nakhon Sawan. Me and Gary were the only Phalang in the hotels. This hotel here, this is a Vietnamese temple on the side of it. And in the background here, you can see there's a massive, like a pagoda. Yeah, amazing. We had a great time there. Then we ended up in Surin. So we got to the official, gotta love Thailand, time to get going, meet up in Surin. And we all had a marvellous time there. Dave, you was looking for the picture. I'll send that over to you. As soon as I finish on here today, I'll get that over to you. So this was one of the pictures, and we was all there. I think there was quite a few of us. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There was 12 of us actually in there. So we had a great evening there. It wasn't, I say it was a lunch. The lunch turned into dinner. We sat down at 1 o'clock and we left there. I think we left there at 8 o'clock at night. So it was a 7-hour lunch. So that is That's about 4 hours longer than what our Peaky Blinders lunches are. Amazing. As you can see, my dear wife, she's losing weight where she's walking like up to about 20 kilometres a day. And the lovely Anna, this is inside the hotel. Anna was really happy there because they had a big playground in the corner. This was the girls. So this was our partners. This is the lovely AJ's daughter, AJ. And this was Andrew's wife, one. And Jai, this is Bobby's wife. And this is the waitress. You can tell that because they've got masks on. Not because they're ugly. They just can't. It's like a dummy. The kids with a dummy, they can't give the masks up yet. This was Andrew. He was sitting next to me. Gary was sitting next to me. I didn't get a photograph of him. Dave was looking in fine health. He was looking in good health. I think Dave's looking pretty good at the moment. Bobby there, he's always looking well anyway. He's a big man. He's like me. He's a very big man, but he's a little bit slimmer. But he's in fine fettle there. And, of course, John. John was there, and we just had a great time in the hotel. So it was ideal for us because what you got to understand is when we went up to Isan and Sarin, we was getting temperatures of 42 degrees. So this day here, we literally went from the hotel in the air-conditioned car into an air-conditioned, and we stayed there, and they came to meet us here. We had a marvellous time, and big thanks to all those people who turned up. I love meeting all of them, and we just had a great time. The old meal, we was there like, 7 hours? The old meal come to like less 4,000 baht or something. Ridiculous. I'd have paid for it myself, to be honest with you. This is when we first got to the hotel. John said, where are you? I said, where are you? He said, Khon Kaen. I said, oh, my God. He said, no, I'm going to come down and see you. So he actually come down and he stayed the night as well. So it was lovely to see John, as always. And if you want any expert links on visas or any other types of links on healthcare, visas, driving license, etc., 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 they're all in the link. All the official links are all down there. So if you need something, that's fine. Don't forget, guys, gold is the only #1 real asset in the world. But do not buy gold at the moment. I'll do that in the charts. Next is paper. And this is what we are struggling with, and this is which is going to cause the next depression, everything above there, especially this stuff up here. Unfunded government liabilities, basically commercial debt and commercial property. We're in trouble there. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Please do your own research, and this is just for fun rather than anything else. And right, we're going to go on to the climates because I was talking about the weather, because we haven't heard a lot about the weather lately. Anyway, this is the, you can see, the red's coming back. You know, we should be in green. We want to be in green, but we are still in red, which is unhealthy. I live right in the sea, as you know, and it feels okay. But as you go inland, you know, people are struggling. And these numbers are high, you know, even over at Little America, because I like to cover Little America, over at Chang and over there. Their figures are the same as like Pattaya. And so you've got figures of over 150. It should be at 50 and below. These are still high, but there you go. That's life. Hello, gorgeous Thailand. How you doing? Hello to everybody. Hello, Tommy. Hello, everyone. Yeah. Right, here we go. I've got to get his show done before Dave goes live. Sorry. Chiang Rai in the north. So you can see, we've still got the fires up in where Gordon lives. Lovely Gordon, where he's living up there. Chiang Mai. That ain't good. I couldn't live there. I would not live there if somebody paid me. That's no disrespect to Gordon. I know how much he loves the area. But this is unlivable. It's like the worst in the world. This is Bangkok. You can see loads of red back in Bangkok. Chris is there at the moment, I believe. I think he's flying to Hong Kong tomorrow. Not good. You know, if you've got a rough chest, that is not a good place to live. That is terrible. This is Thailand. So this is like coming all the way across. You can see the air quality is mainly red. It's just not good. We're looking for green. This is Asia. You can see India. But if you look at Thailand and Burma or Laos, Vietnam, Philippines is not bad, Malaysia is not bad, but if you look at where we are, Thailand, and the further north you go in Thailand, the worse it is. So basically, anyone moving to Thailand, really, you need to be living in Rayong. It's the best place for air quality in Thailand. It's even better than, it's 171 in Little Russia. I can't remember what the old name's called. It's called Little Russia now. This is a fire map of Europe. As you can see, there's a few fires over there in Russia. And there's a few fires there in Germany and Holland and Belgium. There's one fire there in the UK. But these fires in France and Holland and Germany, I think they're riots anyway. I don't think they're field fires. I think they're riots. And the NASA maps picked up on it. This is Europe's air quality. And they're telling Europe, you got to get rid of all your cars. If we had this air quality, look at it. You got air quality numbers here of 18. Come on. This brown patch to the left-hand side, that's come off the Sahara. So it's come off the Sahara and it's come back into Europe. But as you can see, Western Europe, like Spain, Portugal, France, Belgium, Italy, UK, Ireland, no hassle whatsoever living there. This is the fire map of the world. If you look over to the right of the map where we are, so you've got India, Thailand, Southeast Asia. It's the worst in the world compared to everything else. You've got a little bit of burning there in going up above Texas there, going up to the Midwest, but nothing compared to what we put up with. Anyway, this was Songkra. So in Surin, they know how to use the elephants properly. Look, bang, take that. They're just soaking the BART buses. Get in there. This is two nasty, horrible scammers. They've been going around trying to, because gold's so high, so they kind of ring you up and say, oh, we got gold at a cheap price from Africa. It's stolen. It's not official, but we'll sell it to you. It's all fake, guys. These guys have been caught. I really hope they die in Bangkok Hospital, and I'll probably get censored from YouTube, but they deserve everything they're going to get. They will not be let out. That's why they're not smiling. They're in real trouble. They've scammed people for like 18 million baht for selling gold. So if you want to buy gold in Thailand, go to a gold shop and get all your certificates and everything else. This guy here thought he was really clever, really hard. He's a gangster from Australia. And as you've all probably gathered, none of us are really gangsters. The reason why we're here is because we've all worked hard for our lives. And anyway, he looks like he's about 64. He's just got 20 years in Thailand. My God, he'll make a lovely wife. And this guy down here, hello, girls. It ain't just the girls who scam guys. It's the guys who scam the girls. This guy here has taken some divorced middle-aged American. He's taken her for 18 million baht. Anyway, so he's been caught. The money's probably gone. She'll never get it back. But they've caught him. Songkra. Well, when I've done this, there was 100 people dead. I've got a report. Unfortunately, that number's gone up. I've heard this morning that it's 400 dead. 85% of those are on motorbikes. So over this period, I highly recommend you don't drive motorbikes, anyone, especially for Lang. So 400 dead, and I believe there's about 7,000 injured or 4,000 injured, all in road accidents. Not good at all. Not good at all. On the way back, this was our journey back. So we started off in Surin at the top here, and we drove down by the Cambodian border. This is not the normal route home. The reason why we've done this was to avoid traffic. And we did avoid traffic all the way home. And I got all the way down to the bottom. This is 500 kilometers, and it took 8 hours. But we hit no traffic. The alternative was to drive into Bangkok and then come down. But we took the most direct route. And me and John, we both enjoyed that. This one here. So we ended up at the Valley View restaurant. This was lunchtime. Pry had that, or I had that. And Pry this. Valley View restaurant near Bang Cheng, Rayong, Chonburi. Steve's wife owns it. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. We had a great meal in there yesterday afternoon. So after that long journey down, we had that meal. We come home. Me and Pry both fell asleep, and Anna amused herself as always. Hello, Al. How you doing? Great to see you. Yeah, great to see everybody. Sorry I haven't said hello to everybody. Hello, Joe. Hello, gorgeous Thailand. That's great you're visiting your son. Well done, my friend. Did you? Yeah, don't tell me on here. Please don't tell me on here. Done climate markets. I know most of you guys don't think this is for anyone who's interested. Yeah, so this is my show this week on the markets. Here we go. Well, I was away, so I wasn't really following the markets last week, so I don't really know what went on, because I wasn't really following it. As I say, I'm in the largest cash position I've ever been in my entire life. I've never had this much cash in my entire life. I've been on some forums, like some of the gold and silver forum guys from Facebook. Hello, how you doing? You'll probably watch this later. I've been having a few discussions, and a few of the guys saying like silver to the moon and silver to $100. I reckon we're heading for deflation. I reckon I got a few charts, and I reckon this inflation is going to come down to deflation and probably stagflation. And anyway, I'll cover the charts today. US dollar against the Thai baht went up a bit, went up to about 34 and a half nearly. So I've already brought my money over at the beginning of the month at 35. Hopefully we can have a retrace. We can get a retrace to 35 on the US dollar. 9 people in the chat. Thanks very much. Put a thumbs up for me. The Australian dollar. This is the first time I can say this in about 4 weeks. Made a good recovery. Actually got up to like 23.1, which is good. Do you know what I mean? This is really, really good. It's dropped down a little bit, but it's a rebound of it, and it will go back up again. So let's hope we can get back up to 23. Always good for Mark in Thailand and John and everybody. The UK pound has just been bubbling along. It's hit a bomb, and again, that's going to go back up. But it's still over 42. That is not a bad exchange rate for the pound. S&P 500 is bubbling along. I see this going higher. It's above the moving average, and I reckon this is going to go higher. I don't think it's going to go higher forever. I don't. I think, seriously, once this recession kicks in, this is going to come down. So just be careful, guys. If you're in profit, as I say to everybody, if you're in profit, greed is not good. Take your profit. The Dow has made a recovery this week as well because they think the bank crisis is over. I would say the bank crisis has just started because I think the commercial real estate is going to crush the Dow. Crude oil is bubbling along. Again, it's above the moving average, and this could go up, but just watch out for OPEC because as soon as they cut production, that'll go up. Oh, what about natural gas? Forgot about that, guys. Previous. Natural gas come all the way down to like $2, and I didn't go in, Maybe I should have bought it at 2, but I didn't. Anyway, that's what it is. So buy. Sell a vive, such is life. I'm looking at, because of, I'm going to go in with a large amount. I'm looking to go in at 180 or hopefully 150. It's going to be a long investment for me. But this is a major one. You look at gold, you look at silver, you look at Bitcoin. They call it the widow maker because you have to wait so long to get your money. But if you've got like a good chunk of money sitting to one side like I have, I'm going to put a sizable amount into that because you could easily like 10 times your money, which would be nice. Gold went up, as I said last week. Gold is not a time to buy; it's a time to sell. This is a weekly chart. You can see where it got smashed on Friday by the banks. They short sold it. It's coming down. I honestly believe gold could go back up and it could hit 170. If it hits 170, it will come down to below the to the 1900s, to 1985 or lower. So be careful on gold. Gold is not the time to buy. Platinum, because of the inflation, it's broken out. But to me, I can't buy it at 10.49. I'm looking to buy gold at like 9.30. So I need it to drop 100 points. It's too expensive for me at the moment. Silver, again, on Friday, got smashed. It's going down. Not a time to buy. Do not buy silver, gold, precious metals at the moment. They're all overpriced. These three markets are going to get smashed. BTC, well, BTC took the jump up because it was celebrating about the bank crisis being over and everything else. Jumped up to 30,000 US dollars. Will it last? Let's wait and see. It's got a hold above 30,000. If it doesn't hold above it, it goes down. It's going to drop down again. But I don't think the crypto winter's over anyway. Dixie's bubbling along, so we're now looking at 101, but it's above the moving average. This could carry on going up. It's all about what the Fed do. Is the Fed going to pivot? Is it going to stop increasing interest rates, or is it going to drop? Don't forget, guys, I'm a technical trader, so I go by charts like this. So if you look at this was like Wuhan when we was up here, stage 3, topping, and then we come down a bit. You remember when we come down after the Wuhan? So if you remember like that, it's like the S&P 500, and now it's going back up again. This is the thing we're trying to avoid. And so if you're in this area here where it's got the red M, you're looking to convert into cash. Yeah, that is your safest position, is cash. And I'm saying that I'm a gold bug, and for me to sell gold, that is crazy. Never thought I'd sell gold. And this is another sign for it. But you're more than welcome to go through these slides. I've got 12 minutes before Dave starts. And again, this is a technical position. So this is stage, topping, coming down. Be very, very careful. This is not the time to buy gold, silver, or anything. I wouldn't even buy shares at the moment. Your safest position is cash. Because when you're in cash and you're sitting at the bottom here, you can pick things up for the pennies, yeah? So that's what I'm going to be doing. This is what makes me decide that the inflation and deflation, we've conquered it. So if you look at the Fed's fund, if you look at the fund rate, the funds effective rate. If you look at that going up, we was always below and we was always behind the inflation. We've now got above it. So next month, look for this to fall. Hopefully this comes down. But as I say, we could end up going to deflation and stagflation. That's bad for some people, great for others. If you're in cash, that is the place to be. If we go into deflation, recession, stagflation, you don't want to be in shares because gold, silver, all that will go down as well as all the old shares. All the shares will go down. Everything will go down. When it crashes, it all goes on one of those. And again, I'm looking at the Fed's chance of recession chart. I like this. This is an official chart from the New York Fed, which they publish. If you look at this red line I put in across, every time it's gone above that line, and we're well above it, we're like 0.6 above it. Every time we've done it, we've had a massive recession, and this is just going further up. And this is the probabilities of having a recession. Guys, this is the Fed telling you we're having a recession. You won't see that on all the bullshit mainstream media. And again, I will get shadow blocked for this. Just to remind people, the US dollar is not dead. Yeah, it's responsible for 60% of the world's debt, and the euro is just monopoly money. Really, if you look at America, literally 100% is just US dollars. They're not getting rid of it. Ain't going to happen. And this was the charts from last week. Sorry, it was a bit rushed, but there you go. And that's it. Wow. Can't believe I got that done. Amazing.